Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're here and we're live and we're getting set for. Oh, feels like another big weekend on the cars, doesn't it? We're coming out of the international break. We've got a new lineup builder to go through on Sorare. But this is the FC Barcelona members section where we are building your lineups, predominantly fist bumps on arrival. I can see the requests flowing in as per on a Thursday before we get set up for another massive Sorare weekend game week. Fist bumps to everyone on arrival. Please make sure to hit the like button. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, wherever you find this, like, share, retweet, all that good stuff means a lot. Helps support the channels. And yeah, fist bumps. We can't do that. We couldn't do any of this without any of you guys. But if we dive into it right off the bat, let's say I get the chat loaded up. Sorry, so we can see any wee chats in the bottom of the screen. There we go. Love that. Charlie Dunbar, Mickey Baston, Stefan Rands, Mick Flynn, Rob C, Crampy, Rye. Good to see you all in the house. But yeah, I did the ritual Thursday morning deletion of all the teams, and the one thing that made me do that, we'll get the requests in, we'll build the lineups, we'll go through all that good stuff, guys, of course. But the thing that I normally do it anyway on a Thursday, maybe a Wednesday night, I'll delete everything and wait for all the predictions to come out, and then try and reform, try and remake all of the lineups to be optimal, to have the best ones we possibly can. And the one that really swung me that I looked at this morning was Big Jonas Urbig is apparently on to come back in for Cologne, which is fun. We're not sure if Schwabi's maybe injured or something, but we'll watch out for that. So I was kind of cross-referencing that with the lineup builder on Sorare data, because yeah, the specialists here reckon he's definitely bench bound. It's not really going to be changing, so we'll see how that goes. Lobs Gaming, Paul Moorcroft, looking forward to catching the stream later on the night shift. Good luck, lads. Proper buzzing the footy is back. Love to see that, Paul. And Lobs Gaming with the fist bump. Love that. Stefan Rands has been a member for 6 months. Stefan, how time flies. Does not feel 6 months ago you picked up your season ticket and got into the Telegram group, and we've been building lineups and reviewing galleries and all the rest of it ever since. But yeah, 6 months, how the time flies, mate. Thanks very much for the support, and hopefully the next 6 months are even better than the last. I saw another guy say Schwabi in. Yeah, I think the manager came out and said something a week or two ago that made me think that Urbig was firmly benched and Schwabi was going to be getting back in. Because as much as Urbig is a prospect, if he's not doing the business, a first-team manager is not going to suffer that, especially when they want to get promoted back to the Bundesliga. So he has missed 2 games in a row off the back of 2 pretty minging games here. Before that, but he was borderline acceptable. Much better at Firth last year, it must be said, but reports in press last week, Urbig was going to be sold in January. So yeah, that's kind of, it's kept 3 clean sheets now, including the cup for Schwabi. Yeah, so it made me delete it because I thought, if he's back in, then we need to rebalance some bits and pieces. But do we still play on the side of caution and kind of minimise the Urbig? And then if he does get in, he does get in. And if he doesn't, he doesn't. So I was interested to see what your guys' thoughts and feelings were on it. But one of the things I wanted to really do for the preamble was, normally we don't really mess about with my lineups in this stream or whatever. Looks like I'll be picking up 2 boxes at the end of the international. I've already got 1 box from the international break sitting unopened. So Tuesday night, maybe we'll get 3 boxes head start on whatever we do this weekend. But I wanted to have a look at redoing a few lineups with you guys just now for myself, because we've got the new lineup builder on the platform. I seen it getting posted about earlier today, and I thought I'll have a live kind of, let's see how it pans out. Let's see how it looks. So if we look at, we go into classic now. I wonder how this looks on mobile, if it's any different. I don't think there really is much room to change it on mobile, just because the real estate on the phone is quite small, so there's not really much room for, I think, this kind of thing. But it does have a nicer feel to it, doesn't it? I think some of the blurb, some of the chat around it was more of a squad, more of a bench kind of feel, as it were. So I'm just going to have a wee quick peek at it on my phone, now that we've got this here. I just want to see if there is a difference. I did remember seeing something like it said, like, it's not available on iOS just yet. So let's have a wee peek. Let's see what it looks like on the phone real quickly. Yeah, it is kind of different actually. It's kind of squared out like it is on the left hand side here, if you can see. So it's a little bit different, isn't it? It's a bit. But then you've got roster, and then we've got market up here as well. So any goalkeepers would be scouting. That'd be fun. But let's have a look at. Let's just see defence because I'll have more than. Oh, there we go. It's at the bottom. So yeah, that's quite fun, isn't it? Feels a bit better than either than one to a piece. And then I wonder what it's like clicking on the little form bar, and then that brings up. Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's fun. So yeah, that's cool. I like how it is on mobile, and I think on desktop it's pretty sweet as well. So that's quite fun. Clicking on this here. Oh, we got a separate pop-out menu. That's fun. L5, L15, the bonus I've got on the card. That's quite fun. We can change this to home, away, all. That's fun. So yeah, feels quite nice. Girona Espanyol, the game's there. Potential injury. Yeah, graphically, this is definitely a lot nicer. Recommended for you. View more. What is this? Oh, it's the market. No card with such scarcities. Yeah, so super rares maybe a little bit different. 9 midfielders to choose from there. 8 mids as well. Forwards, I beg your pardon. Just heard today that Pepe is out until in January or something. Yay. So I think that makes probably Oyarzabal. Zaganikov's back in training, but I don't think I can rely upon him just yet. And then, yeah, I wonder about Ivan Martin because he took a bit of an injury. He's a key player. And I think he's in and amongst it. I wonder what they're saying about it. Girona at home to Espanyol. Yeah, 50-50 with Selvi, it feels like. But a lot of the team's quite predictable, which is cool. So yeah, I think we go double fullback. Bring in the Arnau as well. Yeah, this is a fun. I think we go Gutierrez captain. I like this. Good La Liga kind of stack. I like the way this looks. I think you can see more of your players. Feels a little bit easier to kind of weigh up the options. Let's see how it looks for in season if it's any different. Now, I actually toyed with the idea, and I might still probably do it. We'll see how the rest of the teams in Champion shake out. The prize pool in the top right is nice. Could do with participants. Oh, up here. Nice. Yeah, that is cool. Just a nice wee hover over. Rules are the same. That's fun, isn't it? That's really easy to get to. I like that. But yeah, I'd be playing a classic, probably Killison. And then I've actually got a bit of an outfield in-season contingent on the go here. We've got Aaron Baru in defence. I've got Sucic and Barenashea in midfield. And forwards, Oscarson may be injured. Probably not going to start anyway for Sociedad. Diego Lopez I brought in for £7. This is a guy I've had my eye on for about a year. He's not doing that great at the moment. Valencia are pretty crap, but he's a forward. He's a winger. Takes, he gets a bit of AA, can get to close to 10. And if he does get decisive, he's not too bad. And in the super rare in season, Kyle Larin, who is against the goalkeeper. So let's kind of go with the Lopez here. And Barenashea, I've actually noticed where I've been looking into Valencia, it feels like, although he's got a goal here or whatever, Pepelu has missed a few games. So some of the sets and some of the utility in the team, if you like, that Pepelu was enjoying, I think Barenashea might pick up a little bit of that. So I think for Division 4, the top spot is $200. It's not that ferocious a division. It's not too mad exciting if we did win it. But in terms of calibre of lineup, I don't know if that would be the uncompetitive. Yeah, the Basque Derby for Sociedad, it's hard to like Sociedad stack into it, when I've got other options. So yeah, I'm kind of with you there. iOS hasn't updated yet. Will come soon. Connor Aspel, fist bump, mate. Good to see you. Always play safe. Yeah, always play safe. But if you guys were to tell me like, oh yeah, Schwabi broke his finger or something like that, then we would be playing it safe by throwing the Urbig in. And then let's see it rare because we never got that market suggestion thing. Do we get? Yeah, we do. Tells us plenty of suggestions here. That's quite fun. Oh, if we click on it, it's a straight buy option. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, I think that was kind of along the lines of, I wonder what the Atletico Madrid defence is looking like on projections this morning. Sociedad do have a cup game. They're playing today. That lot the second string. Oh, Yavi Lopez maybe in. That's another defender I've got, so I could maybe, I don't know, another option there. But I wanted to check Atleti. Yeah, do I have Galan or Lenormand? Probably Galan, but not certainly. So defense here. Yeah, I've got that Javi Lopez, I suppose, but yeah, it's kind of Galan or nothing that I've got here. Starfelt's playing Barca, so it's hard to go after that. But Starfelt, man, Starfelt's been bringing the scores. 68 off the bench. How many minutes did they actually? Oh, we can't get. See, we used to get a breakdown when we clicked on it. Now we don't. So that's definitely either a missed migration. But yeah, we definitely want to be able to click these and see like what minute did they come on, what did they score, where did they get his points from. Um, so yeah, it could be okay, Starfield, but against Barca, it's hard to lean into that. So let's imagine it's Galan. Get Danny P in a good fixture. We've got Olmo in a good fixture against Celta. Probably going for Take up front here now, or Oyarthabal. I'm probably going to go Take for the glamour. And Danny P or Braze to round it off. See, yeah, just probably Danny P, Danny Olmo. Price pool for this, nice at the top, 2 stars, nice bit of cash as well if you can get on that podium. Big star boxes. Against Barca for a defender could be good. Yeah, I suppose. It just depends if you can actually do successful actions. And the Sociedad Cup game, Charlie says, is the game tonight. So I just wanted to have a wee look and click some teams through. I didn't really put that much effort into these. They were actually the exact same as what they were before I deleted them. But I just wanted to see how it was how it was looking, and I wonder if it looks different for any of the different competitions. We've got the contender stuff to build. I'm not going to build all these. I said tonight's about you guys. I just wanted to have a wee shot at the little things that we've got going on here to see how it looked and see how it kind of played out. We've got a few requests. Let's go and build a request page, and then I might do an RB team of mine or so. Right, I can see it up here, but I need to get the chat open here. Let's see. Sure, my message is kind of hiding you. Yo, Quinny, can I get my lineups done? Got to choose between Bundesliga in season and Champ in season. Maybe try to fit Team 2 into Catenaccio. Ooh. Yeah, that's fun. Right, okay. So we've got XD Rye. Love that. Up after Rye, we've got Mick Flynn. We'll do some lineups, please. 1 Prem in season, 3 Champ in season, and any leftovers. Nice. Mick. Rob C. Afternoon left a message earlier, but it's now gone. Nice choices, Rob. Got some contender stuff to do. Let's have a wee bash at that. Doesn't matter what time of day I do these at. Whenever I get onto these, I just always hit the yawns. Like tiredness, not boredom, obviously, because this is the most exciting part of the week, as it were, building some lineups. Can you please build 3 in-season contender limited? Clash God. Yes, no problem, Crampy. And then we've got Stefan Rands. Sorare Burrows asking for a Celtic prediction. We'll go through that in a second. That's no problem. And Stefan. Yeah. Awesome. I really don't like it on my S23. I can only see one row at a time. Okay. Take up the entire screen instead of half. I keep having to search players by name. That's a nightmare. Connor Aspel, I feel your pain on that. Crampy just went through the press conference for us. Love the intel. And Rodolfo Argentin. Hi, Quinny. If you could choose between EPL or Challenger in season to focus on, probably focus on EPL, but Challenger, you probably got like more potential to build a winning team. EPL is so confined to how many cards there is, who actually hits the scores that you need. There's kind of like only a set roster of people you need for your top order. Whereas with Challenger, you can be a bit more creative. So it kind of depends on your appetite, but I think Prem's a bit simpler, but Challenger could be more effective. That's maybe the way of putting it. Nuno Mendes sprained ankle. Time to redo all my teams, Charlie. I feel that pain. Um, awesome. Okay, let's see. We've got a few requests sitting there. Luke Jones is coming in as well. Let's add Luke on. We'll take in seasons and yada yadas. No problem. Is it Luke Jones or is that? Yeah, there we go. Awesome. But yeah, you wanted a Celtic prediction now. McBride's get the Celtic predicted team up here. Now, I've been making a lot of Celtic content over the last 24 hours and just this week in general. And I think we're all quite in the consensus, everyone I speak to. We won't really get any additional intel until we see some training pictures and we maybe get the press conference and that sort of thing. But Taylor and Valley for me is a straight 50-50. Like, who knows, really? Nobody's got a clue. Outside of that, it's hard to argue past this. But there's two things in this squad in terms of preparing for the weekend that I cannot shake for myself. Is there's a chance that one of the Japanese lads doesn't start because they've all been travelling. Arne Engels as well played significant minutes in two international games. So between the three Japanese lads and Engels, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a surprise between one of those four somehow, somewhere. Maybe it's Bernardo into midfield for Hatate or Engels. It could be Forrest starting over Dyson. Could be Ida for Kyogo. So I wouldn't rule out a little bit of random Brendan's fucked us again on the lineups. But I think this probably will be the team. And it might be one of those ones when it comes out, you go, oh, I should have just picked the team based on rational probabilities of it all. So let's have a wee peek. How would I be picking Celtic teams this weekend? Oh, look at this. This is nice, isn't it? How many keepers have we got? Urbig, we don't know what to do with Urbig here, do we? So we're up to 10% on this, which is from Sorare data. So that's a funny one. We'll watch out for, but maybe we'll put him in a throwaway. But we've got two Balcombs, two Laidlaws, a Gordon, and a Schmeichel. Schmeichel will be in the top team, of course, I think, for me. And when it comes to defence, like, if it is Trusty and Vickers, I think Trusty's the bigger scorer of the two. I think Alistair Johnson is the best scorer, but in the defence. But in a game like this, between him and Trusty, there might not be too much. The left back always has the potential to smash, but we don't know who that will be. We've got Hitate as the cheat code defender card. We've got Giazzi as well for a couple of games more. But yeah, I think Trusty would be my top pick for defence in this team, but in general, it would be Alistair Johnson. Now, when I picked this before, I did take Cuisance as like if I was just to do this on the best team I've got available to me, Schmeichel and Trusty are going to be the 1 and 2 in defence here. And when I come in midfield, like Engels is probably in the top order. Although I've just said there's maybe a minor risk that it doesn't start. But on paper, I think Engels takes sets. It's a good game. Should be high after his. Jesus, man. Sorry. But yeah. So I think I don't know what part I muted that there. Sorry, I know it was catching one of those mad members yawns. But for the fifth man, like it feels like Engels is like the logical play here. It's like a Celtic spine with classic Cuisance for kicker. But I don't know if I would get a better turnout of a Wanazek or a Shaqiri more minutes, peak potential. Same with Broholm. He's at home and get a very good game. Whereas the likes of Hatate and Engels in season, they're good games away to Hearts and that, but it's not the same as at home to Sarpsborg, playing Firth, playing Servette for some of these teams. Big yawn knocked out the mic. I really can't explain it. I'm as wide awake as possible. It's just like some sort of mad muscle reflex. I cannot explain it. But yeah. So I'm actually kind of torn on this last spot. I think originally it was Engels. It's kind of hard to look past giving it to him. Probably Captain Kuhn or Captain Trusty or Captain Cuisance maybe even. Could captain any of them. But yeah, I think we do that. Every game is good for Berardi to be fair, but he might. So what I've been prioritising is Division 2 in season over Division 1 Classic. I've got Classic goalkeepers. I think at home to Motherwell is a pretty good shout for Ross County to keep it to 1-0. And St Mirren at home to Aberdeen. Balcombe has AA potential in this game, but clean sheet rather unlikely. Now, I do think I'm going to try and put... I think I'm going to try and put Johnson into this, but if I play the Vickers as the best in-season defender I've got, it gives me a wee bit of relief on that Classic position. Because I could go... Yeah, I think the team I had before was something like Wanizek, Shaqiri here. I think Wanizek's game is decent enough. What does Predictify have the odds for it? For Karlsruhe. So for Firth, winning odds quite low. No goal odds, clean sheet very low, which is good. And Karlsruhe, winning odds. Is that any different? Yeah, it doesn't really clear that up for us then, does it? Let's have a wee peek at the table. Windy 2. And we're looking at, yeah, there's Ulm, who Hertha are playing. And Karlsruhe in 4th are playing Firth, yeah. You can see the 23 in the last 12. Lost the last 2 games, wow, yeah, quite convincingly. Lost to Nuremberg quite heavily. And although Karlsruhe haven't been on great form themselves, this could be a chance for them. They could go top at the weekend with a win, So that's a good game for Marvin. I like that. So Shaqiri was the other one. What does it look like in Switzerland? Now, I've said before with this whole Shaqiri play, I would expect Shaqiri to get them back into Europe next season. Starting from a pretty low position, it's quite a way to go, but this league does split. They're second now. They've actually caught up a lot of ground since Shaqiri's been in town, and they're now fighting right up there with Servette. This is a 6-pointer. And are Basel at home? They are. Yeah, I think Shaqiri's a good worker for this one. And then I can play the classic Berardi in here as a striker. Now, we've actually had Falcao being Falcao, so maybe he can get into a team somewhere somehow. But Berardi is playing Salernitana, close to the bottom of the division. And I think I'm going to captain Shaqiri, just because he's... I don't think I can captain Berardi. Just make it, fist bump, good to see you. And then that'll take me to Classic D1. So I think the keeper I want here... Ooh, I definitely don't want Gordon. So I'm probably going to take the Laidlaw for this one. And then we've got a Classic AJ we can use without any problems or issues or whatever. Rakitic is away to Osilic. Got that big 15% McGregor, which I think is probably the best move to make with this. And then yeah, I think I went Catenaccio style with this one with the Hatate forward. Because really between all the forwards, other than Kuhn, they're a little bit dicey. I think Hatate is in that space where he will just be played, So I think we go Hatate, and then yeah, I've got the Vickerses. I've got so much depth. I can use them all. Charlie, I'm with you all the way. It does feel hard to captain someone you've just signed. I'm with you all the way on that. So we've got the double 1 of 100 defence stack, AJ and CCV, champion edition McGregor, forward card Hatate. This is a fun team. This is a captain AJ lineup. Yeah, we just need to hope Laidlaw doesn't screw the pooch on it. Now, I'm tempted to maybe slide Taylor into a team, but we'll see how it goes. So for team 2, into this one, we'll take the Balcombe. And yeah, probably AJ. McGregor. I think Rakitic could go into this team as the primary mid, and then Kyogo does love scoring against Hearts, so let's take Kyogo. And then fifth man, we could go double defence again with the Vickers, or we could put McGregor into this. Or we could try and take one of these fullbacks, like a Taylor. Do we go double fullback with this team? Risk the Taylor. No, I don't think I want to take any risks. I've got so much depth here. We could play defender Hatate. Maybe that would be a wee bit risky as well. Minimal risks. Let's go Vix. Yeah, let's go Vix. Captain AJ again. Awesome. And then these two teams are the exact same. So what we're going to do for this is take the same keeper. We'll take the other Balcom. And then classic. Now I've got actually a fair few options here, but we need to take something a bit riskier. We've used all the safe defence for this so far. So do we take Hatate? Do we take somebody like Haustenberg in Division 2? We've got Melly Mullins' team we've just brought in. He's away to Palermo. How does Serie B look right now for Palermo and Sampdoria? So Sampdoria, well, there's Palermo in 7th. And Sampdoria 12th, yes. That's maybe not at home. Where are Palermo? Wow, at home they've only won one game. Scored 3, conceded 3, very low scoring. And away from home, Sampdoria, a wee bit higher scoring. Interesting. Don't know what to make of that for this game week. Yeah, I really don't want to risk the Taylor or the Valley, to be quite frank. I think I'll go with Hausenberg for the safety. Melly's found his feet in Serie A. Yeah, the last game after I bought him, he did drop a clanger, but they conceded a lot of goals. We've got another McGregor. We've got a Lennon Miller we could use as well. We've got wee Jimmy Forrest. We've got Hatate mids. All this feels pretty good. I think McGregor's nailed, so I think McGregor goes into this midfield. And then I think I want to use a Dyson up front for this one. Unless we were certain on the Jetty starting, which this is 90%. I can't be confident in that. Falcao, we know, comes off the bench. So I think we would take Dyson up front for this one. And then we could play a Rio, you know. I was just thinking there, we could play the Rio defender in this team. Rio defender, McGregor, Maeda, and then we could go double forward. We could just take. Can't go double Rio sadly, but we could take another. We could take like a Kyogo or something, or I could play a Jimmy. We Jimmy Forrest. Oh, yeah, it's kind of tough for this fifth man. The last classic play. Kyogo feels quite solid, but again, like maybe Bernardo's a shout, maybe Forrest is a shout, maybe Lennon Miller's a shout. Yeah, I don't mind Lennon Miller. Going to play. We'll get some AA. We could go Hausenberg for double defence, I suppose. I'm tempted to put Taylor into this team. I think I will. Oh, that just feels stupid, but now when I see it. Let's take Lennon Miller. Screw it. Captain Hatate defender, so it's kind of all on him. I'll maybe change this one more time before the deadline, but that's how I'm feeling. And then we get to, it's a Division 4 development squad, we've called it. Craig Gordon's in goals, who's playing against Celtic, so we're certainly not holding our breath on a good performance. And then this is classic, so we need to play all in season after we do that. So this is where we could take the left back gamble, but I do have Giazzi. Let's just play safe with him. It's a low division anyway. Broholm feels a little bit too good for this, but that's fine. We've got Ida, who's likely from the bench. We could play Dyson, I think if I'd use Ida, then I've only got one copy of every Celtic forward, so I'm just kind of spread quite nicely there. And then Jamie McGrath, I think I had in this team, but if we don't think he's playing, then we're probably looking at an Hatate or something like that. Let's have a wee peek quickly at data and see what its lineup builder thinks for McGrath. And then we'll get into your requests and we'll get fired into that stuff, guys. Saka on the bench confirmed. Quan, Bernardo, Forrest, McGrath, yeah. Reliability medium. Yes, we don't expect McGrath. Can I count on him? I think I maybe just played in season Hatate. Alex Coombs, yeah, let's add you on, buddy. Yeah, I think Broham's got a great game, so we'll captain him. Nice, that was quite fun. So yeah, I don't think this team's changed. This team hasn't changed. But this bottom team's changed for sure. No McGrath. I think that's maybe the main difference. I've definitely changed because both these teams have went the same double defence. Which makes me a shade uncomfortable now that I see it. But anyway, I'll maybe decide to go back at it again. I thought I'd do some teams with you just test out the new UI and all that good stuff and basically get warmed up for it all. So Alex, we've got you. And then Mr. A, Wallen. Let's have a peek. Add you on as well. And then we'll get stuck into it. Got a nice few requests here bubbling up, ready to go. Just make sure I've not missed anything in the chat. Yeah, I think we're all on the same page. That's awesome. Right, cool. So this was just my thing, wasn't it? XD Rai. So don't know whether to do Champ or Bundy in season. I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. So let's have a look at Bundy. Against Bochum is good, by the way. Ooh. By the way, that's pretty solid. Amiri playing Holstein Kiel, Mittelstadt playing Bochum, Kane against Augsburg, Rono against Wolfsburg. I don't want to jinx them, they don't score that often. And Grifo against Dortmund isn't optimal, but I don't think it's a game to run away from. You only need him to whip crosses in and get one decisive, and he's job done for you, really, isn't he? So that's interesting. Let's look at Champ. I know we've got Lukaku and maybe somebody else is a bit of a difference that can add into this. Maybe I would take Flecken over Rono with both the options there, but both away from home. Very similar matches overall, in fact, but I do think everyone got less goals in them than potentially the best version of a Wolfsburg. Mittelstadt, Amiri, Lukaku's playing Roma, so yeah, I'll go Bundesliga in season with this. Mittelstadt, Amiri, Grifo, captain, anyone but Grifo. You could captain, I think, here quite comfortably. Let's just say Mittelstadt since he's at home. And then you reckon the Catenaccio might be a good shout. So let's see, we could do Flecken. The Stupian definitely works. The other Schlotterbeck against Bayern could be a massacre. Yuri in the derby. Ruben Alcaraz and Cadiz, interesting. Not on to play. Don't know if you want him or something. Party. I think you'd be better if this was a double forward week because I think if we were allowed to play double forward, like Jorgen Strand is probably who I'd pick as my fifth man here. I think Udinese are good for keeping clean sheets and keeping it tight. Schlotterbeck against Bayern, like, Jesus, his scores are pretty wild, aren't they? But he's been getting decisives on top of like 20 plus all around. I 4-0 loss here to Leipzig, yeah, 16. So if it's a game like that, 4-0 loss to Heidenheim, 27, 4-1 loss to Bochum, or not, at Bochum, sorry, yeah, 4-1 loss to Bremen. It's not impossible he still scores well, but it's certainly not one I would want to get behind too much. So I don't think I would go Catenaccio. I think if we do Bundesliga in season, I think I would. The thing, I don't know. This could be okay. It's the fifth man, but because Schlotterbeck, Yuri, how does Yuri do in these derbies? Okay, for Sociedad. A 51. Let's see. I maybe missed one, so let me just check a little bit closer. Sorry. But 51 in the last one, or the first one we found. There it is again. Can we see the next one? 3-0 lost the last time, 48. So he's kind of half okay, isn't he, in this game? It's just not going to smash. I think that'll hold you back. 2-0 win. Oh, 74. When he played left back, is he still playing left back? He is. Are they at home? They are. I kind of agree with the rating of 57. It's not that good. But would it be better anywhere else? Champ Classic is what I'd be looking at, I think. Go Flex. Estupian. Party Boy. Lukaku. Yeah, I'm probably taking Jorgen Strand as man 5, to be honest with you. Stupian's a good captain shout here. Could be Party. Oh, yeah, Josh Seven, fist bump, good to see you. I hope you're doing good. I have a question and want your opinion on it. I want to win or get to a podium on the Bundesliga competition. Do you think you need Harry Kane? No, but there's it's a small stable. Oh, nice, right. Ruben Alcaraz is your first win. Or can you move around him? He is quite expensive, and I got him, but I don't know. He is not getting a lot of AA. So you definitely don't need him, in that regard. But if you've won him, actually very similar to Rai here, who won Lukaku and won Kane. Like, he's a huge player to have. It's such a huge question mark problem to not have up front every week. And yeah, the AA isn't sick, but if you've got AA players behind him, I think it makes up for it. So yeah, that's what I would go, Rai. I'm not a big fan of the double defense option you've got. It's not a great game for Rom anyway. So I would just go with Champ Classic and just try and get that box again. Right, Mick, you cancelled something, didn't you? Just cancel my Prem, just free champ in season, free challenger in season. Okay. Champ in season. And do we have like Prem to worry about or take to the side? No problem, Josh. My pleasure. Um, how many Prem in seasons did Mick say he had? One Prem in season. Let's just do the Prem in season so I can just put the cards to the one side. So we're going to take Emmy at home at Palace. Ooh. THB playing Liverpool after his international heroics. Ashley Young at home at Brentford feels like the game you want, but Damsgaard over the other side of that, fine. And Dai or Jimenez against former club, sign us up for that. And then our best classic pick, or any pick. It's not too much here actually. I'd probably take the Ndai. Is a Kanji on to play? Kanji is on to play. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button again. So maybe we drop Young for a Kanji. And then we can take this Ndai guy. Okay, so let's say that's the in-season team. And in champion season, we've got 3 teams. My pleasure, Rai. Thanks very much. Last winner's got an okay game. I don't know if it's quite an A-rater, but yeah, he's probably up there as your best in-season choice, I suppose. Nuno Mendes is out injured, we've heard. Skriniar's here. Yeah, let's look at the PSG team. 2 hours ago, fresh off the press. Mendes 50-50, Pacho, Skriniar, Hakimi. Better just delete that because I keep opening it by mistake. So let's take the Pacho. Kang in. Neves, Zaire Emery, Vitinha. Oh. Yeah, let's take the Neves first. Barcola. Vitinha. If they're all going to play, that's a mega scoring team. I'm probably captain Vitinha. I like him. AA wise, he's through the roof. Team 2. Got a bit of pressure on classic selections with Donnarumma. Who's on to play? Yeah, Donna's nailed. Actually, that whole team was in season except for the keeper, wasn't it? So you could probably just PSG stack that. Yeah. PSG stack that. And in team 2, we take the Lassoneur. Not Beraldo, Skriniar. Well, Skriniar's scores have been kind of mince, haven't they? Excuse me. Young or Skriniar? I think let's take Young just because of the peaks and whatever. It's D2. We need them. Kang as well. Mamouche. Yeah. And then Santos away to Nice. Or Zaire Emery. Yeah, I like Zaire Emery. Nice. I'm a Captain Kang kind of guy, but Mamouche is hot as lava right now, isn't he? And then this team is also in D2. So we're going to go classic Radek against Heidenheim. In season, Julian Arizabala. Let's look at Radek and see if we can make it work. Screening our defense. Andre Santos. Daviachvili. Yep. And then 5th man, Leo Petro. Left back with mad AA at the moment. Let's take Leo Petro here. And then, yeah, classic keeper. So we need an in-season finalist. Asensio doesn't look to play. Brown, it's a bit of whatever. Canalf, the same. Mendes and Skriniar. Huh. I'd maybe take Canalf on the decisive capabilities. He is decisive or nothing, but it's the only problem with him. Brown, what do you actually look like? Kind of the same. Been playing lower. Yeah, let's take Knauf. Brahim Diaz is on to start. That's interesting. Interesting. How Brahim's getting in this team over Guler is a bit of a crime. Oh, Asensio in defence. Valverde at right back. Interesting. Brahim at least has some AA to him if he can just jam his way into decisive. Oh, he's classic. We can't do that. Yeah, Knauf is the move then, I think. Ah, good catch, Crampy. Good catch. Where is Mick? What else are we after? 3 challenger in season. Oh, I seen David Roach just got an award, so fair play to him. Cercle Bruges are maybe signing Bodart in January, I think. I've seen that. I think I would take McCarthy first here. Maybe a Polo, but I'm going to go McCarthy. Full on. Yeah, full on. Neepers. Price. ASM. Wass has been working his way back into it, hasn't he? Slowly but surely. Paulinho defender. Delorge Nieper. Fifth man here is quite tough. She's got some really good options, but it's like away to Anderlecht, but or at home against the other way around. Maziz, Dzeko. Bosco Satalo. Simsier. If Simsier's on to play, I suppose he probably is the man, isn't he? D2, Team 2. Apollo, Satalo. Was Classic. And then up front, Jew playing fourth, Dahlberg. Let's play Dahlberg in this team. Excuse me. And then the fifth man. Could we take the Paulinho kid or Delorge? No, we can't take Delorge on this one. So let's take the Paulinho kid on this one. And then when we get to the third team, we're looking at Rofe, Watanabe, Neepers. Forward is tough. Yeah, it's hard to get. I think we just take the Jew guy because he's in season. And then fifth man, Mulder, doesn't really strike me here. Adoye, I'm a fan of, but I just don't think he rips, does he? Samoys can be fine. But maybe take Sardes up front. Or Henry Lawrence. Not ever present, halfway okay. Yeah, your fifth man here is tough. I think if we dropped the Roth and went Lyson, then it makes it a bit easier to then just flip it around and just pick Matson. If we think Matson's going to play, at home to 11th is a very good fixture. Fifty-fifty with Forholt. Theo Sanders in the team. Took a while, but he got back in there. Brown was a fantastic player when he was at Nuremberg. Interesting. So here's your teams, Mick. Is there a good Catenaccio lineup you've got left over? Roth, Alicia Balaga, Raya. I'm probably going to take the Roth. And you could go Pacho. Who's your mid? Bernier. RDP, is he not going to play? RDP. No, unlikely. Yeah. Oh, Llorente's going to play. That's cool. I'll just slide him in there. And then, super. Oh, he could play the Brahim here. He's not a super sub. Sorloff? Sorloff looks to start, so does Llorente. Maybe that's a sneaky one, by the way. Filter. Defense. Adoye could come into this. Baraldo, if he comes in at left back over Nuno Mendes, who's got Screener here as well, he's a bit safer. I think Baraldo scores a bit better, but let's see Baraldo. At left back as well. Yeah, he's not as good at left back, I think, as he is at centre back. And then where's Screener? What's he been actually scoring like? When he plays, he's good for 20 all around, and then you're just asking for that push above. So I actually quite like this Catenaccio effort. Maybe Captain Pacho, Captain Llorente, one of these guys. But yeah, Mike, I like your teams. Let's see, Rob C. What are we after? The contender for me. Can't decide between Celtic Rangers, Barco, Fitzberardi, and Cuisance in D1. Nice. So contender in season D1. Oh, Rangers at home at Dundee United. Interesting. That is a tough one. Dominic Ryman might actually be the best keeper there, objectively. I think Celtic are a real clean sheet machine at the moment. Rangers at home have always got that chance, of course. Ledesma away to Tucuman. That's a really tough goalkeeper pick. I'm taking Schmeichel personally because I just think a clean sheet in that game for us is mad high value. And I go along with the odds here that they're all much for much. And so they do have Butland, but as the favourite on the clean sheet. But let's have a wee peek at the league here. Dundee United are in the top four or so like that. They are. This is a bit of a 6 pointer, by the way. Rangers, if they're not careful, I think Dundee United can catch them. Yeah. Like if Dundee United win this, by the way, Rangers are in hot water. It's a big game, high stakes. I wouldn't really want to. Because the thing with Rangers, and Rangers fans here will know I'm not just saying this or being a dick or anything, but Rangers are hostile. Like if Dundee United scored the first goal or something like that, I wouldn't be surprised if not that many people turn up to this game. If you seen what happened at Hampden, I wouldn't be surprised if if they were doing shit, if people wouldn't leave or anything. So I'm gonna go for Schmeichel, just on safer unit. Maybe not an easier game, but you'll get real good AA. I think you can take Alistair Johnson with supreme confidence here. Oh, Barco in a Moscow derby. How's he done before in bigger games is what I want to see. So against Seska, 76. Against Krasnodar, they lost 3-0, but he still brought in a 45. The last time he played in this derby, he brought in a 70. The Dynamo Moscow derby, 86. Against Rubin, 100. Against Zenit, 58 with no decisive, 0-0 draw. I think Barco's quite good in the big games here. I don't think he's really worried about the opposition. Wanizek is good to go. I think Cuisance and Shaqiri's quite good, but Servette, I would be going Barco, Cuisance, and I'm taking Fitz. Playing Hartberg, oh, Kuhn would be so good as well, but and Berardi's, I think I'm taking Fitz just for absolute security, but and then fifth man Cuisance. Now I'm just wondering if you have a classic AJ or a classic anything here. So just maybe you have a classic Barco, don't you? So I would do that. And what else did you say, Rob? Was it just in season? It was just contender, you said. Henry, sorry, our fist bump, mate. Here too long. 20 months, mate. The time does fly. Thanks very much for the support. It really does mean the world. I think you can take Butland, second keeper, just because he's at home over Ryman. I would probably take the Muhim over. Oh, maybe you just play the Tavernier, don't you? Don't overthink it, maybe. In season Barco can be used here. We've still got Berardi, classic. And then we need an in season fifth man. Wanizek or Muhim or Kuhn. I'm going to throw Wanizek into this. Captain Berardi, Captain Barco, take your pick. What do we do for classic? Do we have? Let's pick the final in season team first. Actually, let's not. We've done 1 and 2. Let's go to classic next and pick 1 because I think I still want this. I want the best keeper in this team, which I think is. Oh, it could be Schlager actually. Screw it. Let's just go play the end season 1. Get that promoted. We go Ryman. Yeah, I put Muhim into this. Gluck. Baterina. Tough game. Clarkson. Bobby Clark. Yeah, your midfield gets a bit thin for the last team for like, oh yeah, pick him, he'll be easy. Renato Stefan, if he's on to play, third versus first won't be easy. Classic Shaqiri. Maybe we want to keep a hold of him. Yeah, let's not pick this team next. It's too hard. We need to pick a better team first. We're leaving guys out. So we go Ryman still. I think we take him. Yeah. Still taking Ryman away to Jan Regensburg. We can take classic Muhim, classic Shaqiri, Kuhn, and Andres Martin. Yeah. Kyle Singer, I've got no idea what you just said. Sorry, mate. Yeah, it makes that a bit easier. And then if we go back to this and do the D3, we could pick this Ledesma guy. We could pick the Schlager guy. Let's pick the Ledesma guy because he's AAA rated, but the game feels funny to me. In season, Muhim is not required elsewhere. Gluck, Jung Ho Yun, Shinny. That's tough, man. I'm probably going to go Gluck just because I think he could just pop a goal in. And that's kind of job done. The team's not there yet. Maybe a bit sketchy picking him. We've got Lavia up front. Strikers here are quite tough. Maybe Kanate is a pick. Yeah, Kanate at home feels better. And fifth man. Danny Dorgal is. I've seen him getting bigged up recently. I'd throw him into that last team. And then when we do Contender Classic D2 next, we should still have a good team here. Schlager, I would take him. Samson Baidu. Baumgartner playing Altak. Yeah, that's good. I like Terzic as well, but I think I would take Baumgartner on security. Renato Stefan is tempting here now. Although inconsistent. Edwin Cardona. DNP'd the last two. If they think he's playing, that feels dodgy to me. Baterina. The AA's been their age. It's not had the decisives. I think I would take him. Big game, needs him to turn up. Do we pair him with the Piaka? Why not? And then fifth man, maybe Lavia? Yeah, let's go fifth man Lavia. That could be an in-season team. That's fun to see. And the last outfit. Ooh. I'm probably taking Raul Azun. This is a classic team, isn't it? So we don't care about in-seasons and such. That's great. I'm probably taking Terzic for the peak. Let's take Renato. Juanatero playing 17th away from home. He's got a bit in him, doesn't he? Desser's a Jetty coin toss. I don't mind taking a Jetty if we think he starts, but he's been even effective from the bench, so it's not. Dessers makes the most sense. I'm just going to pick him, but I'd probably pick a Jetty. And then fifth man, the Cardona lad, although away from home isn't typically better for those guys. Shinny could be good against. Let's take the Cardona just because it's one of those leagues where Riker solid defensively. Yeah, but it's going to be a 6-pointer. It's going to be right open, isn't it? And I know that's not an easy game, but I didn't put him in a big lineup either. I think these teams look sick, mate. Really good teams. Cardona was suspended. Interesting. Thanks very much, Rob C. Kyle Singer, my bad. No problem, mate. No need to apologise. Just feel free to retype it out in a way that a Scotsman might understand. Rest of season, Tua or Love, and pick one full PPR, Persang or J Hill. I'd love to know what that means, mate. I really would. I would love to know. Look at the average strength there across all those squads. 83, 88, 74, 85, 69, 64 for the final two. Whatever. I think we knew that when we made them, but the 380s are in the order we made them. 74, then 69, then 64. So I think we've managed to build that quite nicely there. And it's just about your division selection then. But top team here is so hard to argue with. I would love to see Kuhn in it, but I don't think you can look past Fitz at home at Hartberg. Come on, man. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think it'll do well. Clash Gods. That was Crampy, wasn't it? Crampy. Can you please build 3 in-season contender limiteds? Should be an under 23 leftover if we can cobble it together as well. Awesome. Contender in season. Contender in season. Crampy's right up to speed with this, of course. He's got the Schwabe. He knows his stuff. Is Schwabe the best picker? I just done that out of muscle reflex. If it's not Schwabe, it's Kral, isn't it? I would probably take Kral because he's at home. I know you're a Cologne guy, sorry, but Klein Hansen to go alongside, and then yeah, I think Julian Green's your best mid here. This is tough, right? Because I know you've also got a Berlin set up, but I wouldn't worry about that this game week. I would just take the best guys in the best spots. Regatta, Green, Selke. We could play Classic Vix. Let's do that. Boom. That's a nice team. It's a really nice team. Strength 83. Love that. D5. We'll go Schwabe. Hubers. These are classic. And then we've got Lubicic, who is okay. Husinavanic. It's a wee bit better, isn't he? Thielman. Not as good. Yes, I think I'll take Husabanic. Regatta. Butkio. I think Regatta. And then fifth man. I would take the Lubicic on the decisive possibilities. And then the last team here. We keep the Dakovic from the 23. We play the Hernandez. We've got the Sean Lowe to go with him. We've got our last midfielder. And then we are looking at either Selke, classic, and then we need an in-season final piece. That feels like the way to go. Julian Polly, Krizmanic. He's okay. And who's our guy, Julian Polly? He feels a bit safer, doesn't he? Awesome. I may need another mid for under 23. Okay, let's have a peek. The 23 classic. Dakovic. Anur El Azoui. Hopefully Jan Kuto will be back for you soon. Don't think we can use him this week. Tough game for Zwall away to Ajax. Kuzmanovic is playing against your keeper. So that's a funny stack to build. They don't think Gertruda's going to play for Leipzig? "23 minutes ago, hot off the press, this Leipzig team. Yeah, Gertruda's in. Henrik's at left back. So I'll take Gertruda. Yeah, no mid. Bayer, is he on to play for the Borussia of the Dortmunds? Bayer is. And then fifth man, you could play this Krizmanic. We could play Fukio. He's boomer bust, isn't he? But that's not a problem. Yeah, I think the best choice is the Fukio. Home to Karlsruhe is not a great game. Just no one else has got a great game that's left over, really. I think I would go the Fukio. And then, like, just see for an easy, like, shout. I'm very biased, of course. The game this weekend for him isn't that bad. £4, £5 in season. Don't need an in season if he's under 23. But you do play contender as well, I suppose. But a rookie Lennon Miller, £4.30. I'd be interested in something like that to round a team off. That'd be fun. But again, it's not my money. But I think that's where we're at with under 23. We've got a hole in the middle. Somebody shot our team in right through the middle there, chopped it in half. But with Bayer and Gertruda, like the right type of mid, like a Miller type, takes some sets, plays the thick end of 90 minutes. And you seen the Scottish table? Motherwell joint points with Dundee United, breathing down the neck of third place. So, and he's the main guy for them. You know, if they're doing something, he's involved. And you know, Lennon Miller would actually, he'd probably break into your second team here by all rights. What to think on? We'll do gallery reviews next time if you want. We can have a look at that in a bit more detail. Stefan, my man. All contender lineups. Love that. Nice and easy. Yeah, maybe Husinabanic or Thielemann could go under 23 also. Nice. Let me just, I've just closed that, sorry. I don't think there's any room in those teams, Crampy, uh, to like maneuver them to make it fit, if you know what I mean, like get the other team out strategy. Like, if we moved, who did you say, Husabanic or Thielemann? Like, Thielmann's in the bottom order here, so that's double forward. This is double mid. So we've used classic Hoobers here. So if we took Husabanic out, we're probably need to put that Seanlu into this. And then if we put Seanlu into this, we've got an extra spot for anyone. Let's try it. Let's try it real quickly, right? So let's take Seanlu up a set. We'll play Polly in here. And then fifth man. Doesn't matter right now. We'll come back to it. Save that. Yeah, so then we're going to replace we're going to put Seanlu in here, and then we'll put Lubicic in here. And then if we put who's in the back, yeah, that guy's name in here, does it really does it really make it worth it? I think it's a little bit too contrived, buddy. If we play this guy in here now, he's not going to score as well, probably. You never know, maybe he does, but so you could build your team into this, but I don't think I think this team's got weaker. This team hasn't really changed too much, has it? We've swapped one defender for another. That's kind of the same, but I do think this team has got better, worse, sorry. And this team has got better, obviously, because it's now complete. But I don't know. Yeah, I need to get a Martel at some point as well. Yeah, he'll definitely help. Oh, what's he in season? £3, £4. Get him. Obviously, you don't need to worry about Miller. Just go and get that £4, £3. Santonio. But yeah, you could do that for this weekend, mate. In lieu of the Hartel coming in and kind of buffing you up. But this is the top team. Don't mess with this. I don't think I would keep that. I'd keep that ticking over just as. Right. All contender it was, Stefan, wasn't it? Should pick up an Aaron Zetner. Yeah, Aaron Zetner would be a great shout, Henry. Right, we've kind of played this game a little bit. I would actually, with all these options, I would probably take Kral first, in fact. How many Division 1 entries do we have here in season? Just the one. Only 31% chance of a clean sheet. That's interesting. Home to Braunschweig for Cologne. I do think he's the one to take here. AJ is the man. Pardon me. Rakitich's game is okay. I kind of spoke about Engels and all the rest of it. I would take McGregor, Kuhn, and then we get a Trusty. Boom. Kind of makes you want to put the Schmeichel in here, doesn't it? But don't do it. I don't think I would keep that keeper in there as a wild card. And then what do we have? Classic? Is it D1 or D2? Yeah, I'd put your Schmeichel in here this week. Boom. Big AJ, Big McGregor. We've got another Kuhn. We've got a Berardi as well, by the way. Let's play the Kuhn. And then we could go Trusty. Or Berardi. I think throwing a Berardi in here is just like a hand grenade. Let's do that. Celtic spine with Berardi captain. Or Kuhn captain. Or Johnson. Anyone could be captain in this team, really. I would do something like that for that D1. Beautiful human beings. Love that team name. In season D2, we don't need the Schmeichel. We can play the Butland in this. In season keeper. When I say don't need it. Carter Vickers, easy in season defender pick. Rakitic, same with midfield. And then up front, Dyson or Kyogo. I'm probably going to take Kyogo. Or we could play classic Berardi. Get him to go win us some money. This is in season, isn't it? So the final piece needs to be in season. We're looking at Tate. I'm looking at Engels. Let's get Engels into that. Captain Berardi on this one. And then D3. I'm probably going to go to D3 here and use our best in seasons because we want to get promoted. We want to win money. Laidlaw is a good keeper. Scales and Taylor. I think we need to play the Taylor here, but we'll come back to that in case we have less flexibility elsewhere. In season Hitate for mid. Up front in season Dyson. And yeah, I think this is just going to be like a Celtic stack of we'll play Taylor and then we'll play Kyogo. We've not actually got any classics here. Do we have a classic Rakitic? Or do we have a classic defender that's not Taylor? Yeah, like a Mele Mullenstein. Defender Hitate. Trusty classic. Let's take Trusty classic. And then that means, yeah, we're playing final man in season, which can be Kyogo. Captain Trusty. Awesome. And then we're going to contender classic. We've got a D2 to build, which we want to get promoted. Still needs to be strong. We've got Schwabe with a great game. We've got Heidel with a decent game. Akinfeev, decent game. Yeah, let's go Schwabe. CCV. McGregor. And I'm going to put Ida in the next team. But I'll put Dyson into this one. And then Rakitic, Engels. I'm going to put Rakitic into this. Captain McGee. And then let's win this division. Take the Heidel's U23, so you probably want to use him somewhere else. Let's take Akinfeev. And then we can play Defender Hitate, Arne Engels, Ida. Let's watch out, but because Ida did have a broken nose thing, so watch out for that. Or Kyogo loves scoring against Hearts, doesn't he? Maybe we'll just go for the Kyogo. And then the fifth man. Are we going Kyogo Dyson again, perhaps? No, it feels a wee bit too. It says it's double A rated for melee, right? So let's drop the Hitate defender, play the melee, and then play an Hitate mid. The Hitate mid's a little bit safer on possession lost and that kind of thing, so that's why I would, and then Captain Engels. Crampy, that's a good shout as well on the Jurassic. But look at these teams, man. Honestly, I don't know about the strength indicators on them all being that accurate, but these teams look pretty tight to me, man. Like, top team there is Celtic heavy, but like they should all be AAA. And I think that's your best keeper, to be honest with you. We've got a good Celtic stack plus Berardi and D1 with the Schmeichel. Everything else kind of does speak for itself. I actually really like it. Got an Engels and a good team, and yeah, I think all your non D1 should get promoted by that. Got enough smashers, good captain potentials. Get them all promoted. Luke Jones is up next. I've got a wee notification. Power play last call. Oh, this thing. 8 Gykeres, 7 Wurtzes. Jesus, man. That's a prize pool, by the way. 324 cards. Good luck to everyone that's involved in that, by the way. I think that'll be a belter for anyone that's got tickets in it. Have I got any tickets in it? Is this thing we click on? Yeah, this inventory. Yeah, I don't think I've got any. I've got 2 super rare power ups, but I didn't realise that. An unlimited power up. I'm never going to use. It was crampy, wasn't it? I might need to take a wee toilet break, guys. I might need to bear with me for a minute. And then we'll be on to Luke Jones. Fist bumps. Yeah, give me a sec. BRB. But yeah, sorry about that, June. I don't know how annoying it was. Sorry, I just realised I was on mute on this screen there as well. But just checked the multi-stream. Thanks everyone that's joining us on Twitter and Twitch as well. Feel free to drop comments, like, shares, retweets, all that good stuff, as well as all the good people here on YouTube. Oh, and at the top of mine, so don't think you have any. I don't know what that means, pal. Feel free to elaborate. But Luke Jones, where are you? In-season Prem X2, Classic Prem, or Champ Classic? Nice. Unlimited Prem in-season X2. Unlimited. It looks like you've got more than 2 on the go here. Let's see how we get on. I like Pope and Onana way better than Raya this week anyway. Pope at home. Yeah, sign me up for that. Josco the Bosco. Don't even look at MDLs. And oh yeah, you've got a stud top team, I think here. Bruno playing Ipswich, sign me up for that. And then Isak or Gordon. Or we could play classic Salah. And then I'm tempted to go double fullback here and get Mazraoui into. I seen you had him in season earlier. Palmer playing Leicester. Oh, it's a mid as well, but no, let's go find that Mazraoui. I think he could spike. I would go with that. Captain Josco, because that's how I roll. And then the second team is in D3. So we have an easier threshold to success, we think. Onana, I would take second. In defence. Now maybe we can use a classic defender. So we'll come back to this last. Oh no, we get so many good classics, man. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, maybe you only will have 2 in-season teams. All right, I think I could go double forward on this team, Isak and Gordon. Wait, yeah, you had a Silva in midfield, didn't you? Yeah, let's get Bernie in here. Do we have a projected Man City team? Let's have a wee gander at that. You've got some Man City cards, and I don't think I've had a peek at that. Let's just see Chelsea since it's there. Yeah, Palmer's safe. Anything else to note? Madueke, 1 or 2 others, that's cool. 7 minutes ago, City hot off the press. Some sort of change or update to it. I'm not too sure what. Maybe it's KDB back. Anyone that didn't buy that injury dip is going to be gutted. Morgan Rogers here as well, by the way. Some good. And yeah, you might have some in-season action on the go here. Defence. Maybe Dallo could work. We don't need an in-season. We can take Classic. So I'm going to go Josco Classic into this. And captain him again. And then team 3 on this. Let's have a wee gander what we've actually got for certain. Emil Smith Rowe, Foden, Soboslai. Is Foden here? He is. So we've got Foden. No Liverpool lineup. I think Soboslai will be in it. But we could go double mid. We could go Foden, Sobo. And then who's left up front? Classic Haaland. Bit of a low division for him, but Madueke, Morgan Rogers. These are 2 solid picks. Who do we like better? Madueke away to Chelsea. Enzo Maresca, former club, yada yada. Morgan Rogers at home at Palace. Ollie Watkins and Neto also come into the conversation. Do we have a Aston Villa team just to firm up our... No, we don't. I think on the basis that there be no Villa team at the moment, I probably would just go Madueke. And then in defence... No, I did actually... No, it's too low division for the Palmer. I maybe put the Hall into this, or the Dallo. Or Consa. Livermento. How's Livermento been scoring? Okay. What about Hall? I know people have been ranting and raving about L5 of 68. I can get it. Yeah, I think this is a good game for Hall to be played in here. And then we can go classic goalkeeper. Stay away from the Raya on this one. And I could really take so many of these. Ederson, Emmy, Pickford. Because it's such a low division, it feels like a waste of a Pickford, but win money, get promoted. And then what was the thing you said after this? Look, Classic, Prem, or Champ Classic, or any you feeling I could challenge? Right, okay. So let's have a look at... I think Classic Prem, D2, is definitely a good way to go. We can play Emmy against Palace. That's going to be a good game for him as a keeper. We've got VVD. We've got another Mazraoui. I think I would take VVD, maybe and Mazraoui, but we've got Palmer, we've got Bruno. Yeah, just swing for the fences on this with Haaland up front. Like, destruction is where I would go with that. And what about Champ Classic? What would the best outfit in that look like? I'm not sure what else you've got to play with outside the Prem. You've got a De Gea. Bit of a Man United guy, aren't you? So let's play the De Gea. Kerriher. Oh, mate. Miguel. Some nice defence power here. Lo Celso. Neves. KDB. Jurassic Kane. Take Kane. And then we were tempted with double defence. I don't think I've seen anything else in your top order that would make me sway away from that. Lo Celso's tempting. But although Valencia are bottom, they're at home, and like Valencia are not getting relegated, are they? Where the hell are they? 50 minutes ago, Betis has been lined up. Lo Celso's maybe a shout. Captain De Bruyne. Oh, got you, Owen. Thanks very much, mate. Thought you were on the decks for a moment there. No, just a little bit of background music while I go for a K-Swiss. D2 Classic Champs, Prem Classic D3. This is probably worth trying to get one of them promoted to D3. So, yeah, Kerriher, Muric. I'd probably take Kerriher. Mazraoui. Tons of ESR. Still a Saka we've not touched yet. And Buemo against Everton. Darwin. I really like. I think I would take Morgan Rogers here. And then you've got another Bernie. I'd go and get that promoted. And then what about Champ? Classic is in D2. Could this hit? Do we have a team in here that hits? So we've got Pena, we've got Kerriher, we've got Ederson still. I'd probably just put Ederson in this for, yeah, like, I don't know, Tottenham could be wild, actually. Maybe we take the other Kerriher. Miguel Gutierrez is great for a spike. Decent game as well. João Neves. Is this another 23 team we're making, by the way? Let's have a look at that. Under 23. D1. Leandro Bay, Toby Lyson, Trafford comes into the fold as well. I think we've lost. Kerriher's not under 23, is he? So I'll take Trafford. Don't know what the script is with Bernabe. Yellow card accumulation. Is that the last game why he missed? That's what it is. That makes me feel so much better. Oh, I got a yellow in the last game. Vasco, game week 28. That's the one we're in, isn't it? So he's not going to play Vasco. Yeah, then it's Bragantino this weekend, isn't it? Where is... Yeah, it says game week 28 that we're in. So Bernabe will be back. So we've got Bernabe, we've got Miguel. We might go double defence, Miguel and Bernabe. Midfield, the Neves comes back into the fold. And then up front, Doak playing Oxford. Who's this guy? L5 of 68. His place for Zaragoza. Or 65, sorry. He's fun. Punches and bunches, but that's his scoring makeup. Definitely some fun guys back here, but Doak is the man right now. He'll be high as a kite after being the man for Scotland. And then Bernabe. You can captain any of these guys. I think that's a great team. That's maybe... And while we're at it, Josh... look, sorry. Just the Jones thing threw me off there. Look. Where is the Catenaccio? It's not showing up for us. My lineup builder. Is it here we need to look maybe? There we go. Catenaccio. You do have some good defenders and there's still leftovers. Oh, you've got that Kral. Let's get the Kelleher in here, since we can't really use him anywhere else. Alex Tellez. Oh, he's back. GG's to you, mate, on that pickup. He's great for this Catenaccio double defence. He's the sort of defender you want to be rolling with. We've got Rusnak, we've got ESR, we've got Frege, we've got Sante Rod in the biggest derby in New York history. Maranchuk against Orlando, Shaka. LG is going to be playing this game. Oh, Sarah playing 16th. Sarah playing 16th. Or who else did I like? I forgot who it is. We've moved on to forwards. We've got Gerasi here. We've got Lammers, Denny. Even the series could be a good shout. He's been scoring recently, playing 15th in the league. Let's put Gerasi there. Is he in the team to play? Gerasi could just boss this one. Freiburg's no easy game, right enough. Yeah, Gerasi is on. But again, we're not going to be able to get him to another lineup, so I don't mind that. And then the extra defender, we're going to filter into defence. Bart Van Roy, Rico Lewis, Trusty, boom. He's an easy take. Do we have anyone better? Grimmy? Oh, what? We've not used Grimmy? Yeah, fair enough, Crampy. By the way, mate, this could win. This could seriously win. I think we've made some really fun teams here. Like the Prem seasons, I think are all good to get promoted or like cash. The classics are all super fun as well for Prem. Never mind the Champ Classics we managed to pull out, or one of them anyway. Boss D1 lineup, love that. A solid under 23, double defence, and then we went double defence for the Catenaccio with some world's all-star bosses, global all-star efforts. Love that, mate. Good luck with your teams. Very excited about these ones. Some of them so highly rated. So many good options, mate, as well. You've got a lot of nice cards. Very well built gallery. Alex Coombs, what were we after Montfrere? Under 23s, limited and rare. Let's do rare first so that we'd. Oh! Maybe we did this on a part of gallery reviewing. That's fine. Just remove some. You maybe added some guys or did some stuff. We can see the fixtures now and whatever. That was just fun to see. Right. Let's try these red cards. Love the team name. Division 3 we're in, so decent chance of going up. Ropes against Utrecht, Lyson against USG. I'm probably going to take Lyson as keeper one. Athen Gruber, double A rated. He's probably going to be the man for this, isn't he? Oh yeah, Athen Gruber. Give me a bit of that. Lena Miller, double A works for me. Brom, double A works for me. And then Martel or Signs. Oh, against West Brom, they're 14th. Raksaki against Coventry, who are managerless at the moment. How's his form been? Spotty. Martel, how are you cooking these days? Yeah, I think we take Martel, don't we? Yeah, Martel. I'm Captain Miller. You could Captain Affengruber, but I think that makes more sense. But I'm a Captain Miller kind of guy. 80 or 20. Is that the the scoring profile of these guys? So we've got Rofs. Castaneda. Let's have a look at him. He's fine, isn't he? Polly with peaked at. He's quite okay. Elias Bomb. Oh, he's fun. Yeah, let's take Elias Bomb. Both these guys are very much two pieces of the same coin, I suppose. Like if Norwich get a goal or a result in this, Sainz should be involved. And Raksaki is playing a better game in theory. I'm going to take Raksaki on the fixture. Buick, is he going to play? And Bejlo, he's maybe injured. So let's have a look at that. Bejlo's on. So that's cool. I want to look at Buick, but and see what his script is. Is it this team here? Hajik? Buick's there, or Buick, or whatever. So we could play him as well as fifth man, or we've got Borja Sainz. I think I would probably take Borja Sainz. He does have some set pieces and stuff, I think, doesn't he? And then when we go to limited, we should have it cleaned out of the rares, which is good. So we're looking at Nicambio, Lyson, Bursic. I think I'm probably going to go Nicambio top. Nicambadio, beg your pardon. Wrench and, oh, Miguel, love that. And Galisic. Oh, Alex Baena, great weekend for him. Really, oh mate, you've got so many good limited choices. Savio Gordon, Saka, Bakwa, Take. Oh, really good choices here. I think I'm taking Saka on top order. Kind of basis. Savio could be fine, couldn't he? But Pep Roulette, I know there's not much of it to go around these days, but yeah, he's not on for the start anyway. Sesko could be good. Could be double decisive against Hoffenheim. That's the sort of game that might happen. Gordon could be fine, but I think you just take Saka on easiness. And yeah, I want to go double fullback here. Get me them boxes. D3, we need this guy promoted. We'll take Lyson. Galisic is playing this toughest game, probably. Brian Pereira, not much easier. Zabarnier and Kerkez. Kerkez linked to Liverpool, could be a good weekend for him. Everyone else is kind of tough games. I don't mind Tavon, but he doesn't always score that great. Do we have Rico on to play for City? 60-40. I think that's probably the way it will go. Yuito is playing a bottom end team. Sesko or Gordon, maybe even Madueke. Yeah, I think West Ham are a bit stuffier than Leicester. I think Madueke could have a better time of it. Back was always a guy I really struggled to gauge. I don't watch enough French football. And then fifth man, I'm tempted on the Lennon Miller. Mamadou Sangare's got a good game, but it's just not that spicy in terms of decisives and such. So yeah, I think I would take Lennon Miller here. And then the third team, we're looking at Bursic's the only keeper. In defence, I don't mind Zabarnier. I think like Bournemouth shouldn't get spanked in that game, but Brighton will give him a lot to clear, a lot of duels and stuff. So his 80 could be there, gives that a good cause for Baleba. Bogus, I think you just play him because he's a bit of a machine, isn't he? Don't want to miss out on Gordon potentially. And maybe we go double forward and play Sesko. Or Sangar. It's Division 3. I'm more inclined to go for a swinging team, so let's go for double forward. Harry loves Affengruber. Harry does love Affengruber. No problem, Luke. My pleasure, mate. Nice teams from you earlier, and these are Luke Jones's Alex Coombs' team. Sorry, beg your pardon. I like the look of them. Not too sure about the rares, how well they'll do, but they're in low enough divisions where you should be away from a lot of the Harrys of this world, you know. I like how they're shaked up, buddy. And then we've got Wallen, and you were after Challenger in seasons. Challenger in season. Unerstal. Yeah. Buscagli. Sarah. I think top team picks itself, doesn't it? No one like, oh, Jesus, man. Yeah, you're in for it this week, mate. You are in for it. You got your classic already with Buscagli. So I just need to be mindful of that. I think I would take Broom here, but I think that maybe handicaps you a little bit where you've maybe laid out your plan of attack. But at home to Almere, I think you just make sure this team smashes its rips off, man. And then we've got D3, so name of the game's promoted. We've got Braden Horse, who's on the other side of that game. St. Jago's playing 11th. Should be a pretty tidy game for him. Sven, against his former, is that his former team? Tom Hyde's coming back from Indonesia or whatever, isn't he? Yeah, should be fine. I'd put High in. Who do you like best out of these guys, really? Playing against AZ, playing against Sparta. Got on a bit of form right before the break. Willem 2 didn't quite work out well for him. Lauritsen is a good guy, isn't he? Yeah, he's like upper good. Negley, not as good as Lauritsen. And then let's see this Lado guy. What's he giving it? Yeah, he's bottom of the order. So tough. I'm probably going to take Lauritsen. He's got a bit of AA. They're at home. They're no pushovers. And then what does that leave us with? Maybe it needs to be in season because we've took that classic elsewhere. So maybe we just go Negley. We just go double forward with this. I don't mind Mike double E. Peely Clement. He can do good if he gets the minutes, but he's not got minutes the last 2 games. I don't know, maybe not actually. I think I would take Peely in midfield here. Should be busy. And in the last one, we have Olish. I like Torunariga, but Mike Double E might be the play. Cassius doesn't look too bad. I'm going Torunariga. We've got Mignan. We've got Parrot. And then 5th man. You need that Veerman back badly, don't you? Maybe just take the Cassius. This is a tough 5th man. Just take Negley. I don't think there's an obvious 5th man to be picked here. The third one's quite hard to pick there. The first two, the first one is a doddle. The second one, I think we kind of got there in the end. I don't think I would change the second one. The third one just feels a wee bit of the odds and sods, but it is what it is. So yeah, like that a lot. Oh, Henry, for mine, is 2 classic limited contenders. Where are you, Henry? 2 limited under 23s and 2 limited contenders. Yeah, man, let's do it. Right, so let's see. We've got the Kral. Is he under 23, by the way? Did we use him? No, he's 24. Did we use, oh, it might have been the Catenaccio thing we used him in. I was just thinking, where did we use him earlier that wasn't the region? But yeah, we'll take Kral. Zetner, who's under 23 as well, so maybe you're going to try and double dip him or use him somewhere else. Suter, I can get him being top team. Trusty, I'm going to take but Trusty. Lennon Miller's a good shout. Shinny. Duvan Vergara. It's a new guy on me. Let's have a look at him. Somebody's pulling his hair back when he's taking that picture, eh? Like, pulling his ponytail. Try to show us his tattoos. Do you think that's what he's doing? Look at my neck. Take a picture of my neck. That's what he's doing, isn't he? He's like, there we go. Take the picture now. Oh, didn't look at his score. I'm sorry, I was too taken aback by his mad picture. Yeah, he works. Martel we've looked at as well. We've got Hitates and Engels's and whatnots. So that's cool. Engels, is he U23? Yeah, he is. Hitate. The Vergara guy's quite interesting, by the way. Leighton Baines, Bajetic. How does Bajetic actually score? I've been quite interested in getting a Bajetic and a Bobby Clark because they match the Ben Doak collection I've got. If they're going to play well for Salzburg, which they're not, so not that excited or interested in them right now, but I'm forever keeping my eyes on them. Okay, we've got Trusty. I think we go Engels in this one. Forget that he's under 23. Prioritise. Or what are you prioritising? Are you prioritising under 23s? What was the second message you sent there? Sorry, Henry. To clarify for mine, it's two classic limited contenders. Okay, well, I think we've got there now. Fitzy, boom. And Andres Martin, Zetner, Kuhn. I'm taking Kuhn, I think. Then we're Celtic spine with a good keeper and a Fitz. And then Mitov, Liete. Who's the next keeper that we like? Yeah, it might need to be Mitov, which is fine. Suter, Zetterer. 23 thing happen if we can. Hitate. Andres Martin. And then maybe still Zetterer. Yeah, I think we'll maybe play Zetterer as well. Oh, nice. He matches Arne Engels collection wise. That's fun. I really like that. I really don't know who you would captain. It's not going to be Hitate, but so if it was two of them, let's have a look at what you could do under 23. If I totally ruined the options with the way I picked some of them. The Japanese boys have not got great games. Trafford could be good, like we've seen earlier. And Lamens. Ooh, let's maybe throw Lamens into this. Van Roy. Some other guys looked alright there. Stoikers. Yeah. Andrika. Yeah. Your top picks for all these were so easy, by the way. Proper good guys and proper good fixtures. And then Tizolis to round it off. That's a bit of a buff team, that, isn't it? And then the second one, maybe a Polo who we pick. Fancy Trafford, to be honest with you. Vuskovic could be good. But Zinodin Bosch or Token. Yeah, Zeno can be okay. Vuskovic, but is a wee bit of a fancy boy these days, isn't he? Yeah, he's not as good. Let's go Zeno. Gravenberch could be great. I'm definitely taking Miller, but in this team. Got Delorgy Nieper in a tough match. We've got Martel, who's a good shout. A lot of good shouts down here, actually. Got a busy midfield for under 23. I've seen Gilmore there as well. Let's take Miller. And then we've got Laperle up front. We've got Doak. I really want Doak in this team. Yeah, Doak's got it, man. And then fifth man could be Lamperla. What does Gravenberch actually look like? Gravenberch isn't too bad, is he? He can get that big AA as well. I thought I just closed that window. Thank God I didn't. Juve versus AC. Moliero at home to Mallorca. Maybe an underrated fixture there, by the way. Battle of the Islands. Oh, there was a Gilmore again. Anyone behind him? Owen Beck, is he playing? Not really. This is not a bad shout either, but he's been a wee bit underwhelming since moving to the Bundesliga, hasn't he? It's between Lamperle and Gravenberch. I think Lamperle's got the better game. Just because, he's been playing striker recently. Part of his thing was he was playing right mid. If he's actually playing striker, that may be a bit of a nerf to Lamperla. He is playing up top. I think that's a bit of a nerf to his AA, to be honest. So who else did we have? Gravenberch. Against Southampton, it's probably a game that he thrives in. I'm a Captain Doak kind of situation here. So these are the classics I went for. Yeah, I don't think I would really change them around. And then we've got the under 23s, which I think the top team is smashing. The second team is like decent without being thoroughly amazing. I like that. Right, guys, this has run through the requests and such. What am I doing? Tempted to do the rest of my lineups. I was kind of clicking through earlier, but we've been on for 2 hours. We've did all the requests. We've played with this already. I don't think you want to see me build all my teams and stuff, but yeah, I'm probably going to keep them. Not arguing with that too much. And we did the challenger, the contenders as well. Yep. So I've got Kuhn, I've got Ida, I've got Kyogo, I've got Maeda. Got all 4 of the main strikers in a team. Yeah, defender of Tate comes in here. We've went double Johnson Vickers. One Tate McGregor, one Kyogo Raka. Yeah, maybe still stew on this a little bit longer. But awesome, guys. Yeah, I'm probably going to listen to a little bit of Laird, a little bit of Sorare data while I do the rest of this. I'll be back live tomorrow. Me and Harry Trades will be here for the deadline show tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So make sure to get tuned in for that. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Don't miss anything. I've had tons of content go out on the channel. 0 to Hero with the card giveaway stuff. Celts are here. We hit 10,000 subs on that, which is absolutely amazing. And MFL content went out this week as well. FC Barcelona. Let's actually have a wee peek at that for a minute. So I've not looked at it today. If I open this and then let's change the tab that it grabs from this. Oh no, I think I would need to. Oh no, I don't think I need to select option. Cancel. Right, let's try and add in a new window. Window capture. Add new window capture 4. And then is it here? Yeah, I think because it's on a different sign-in tab, it's a bit awkward on this system. Yeah. I love these and leave these guys. Go and join Sorare Data's little stream. I'll be there. I'll see you in the live chats. Thanks again for all the support with the members. Thanks for everyone that's got their season ticket. And we did 2 card giveaways on the gallery review show earlier this week. We should hopefully get some more cards to win this weekend to give away next week. Again, thanks for all the support for everything. Stay tuned for more stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Satara.